Yeah.
Well, I decided to change it up
Alright.
and make it even bigger.
So you got a massive road
No.
trailer now.
Well, no, it's still 4 trailers, but the other... I don't know what he's got in here like that for. You know the S by heavy tipper?
Yeah.
The whole 60,000?
Yeah.
I put that on the front of it. It's now 340,000. Rather than 280. You know, this tractor is actually incredibly good at rolling this pit.
I'm not surprised as it takes up the whole entire width of the pit.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm
Right.
using the Scorpion to fill in. Well, I tried emptying all the trailers without detaching them.
Yeah.
It'll take a minute to get the hang of, but it is doable. Basically,
if you
want to get the speedo set, and once you start, you don't stop.
Yeah. I was gonna say, doing that then, I remember when I tried it and I just ended up like making a great big mess.
Well, I started at the back
stuck
to keep the weight on the unit.
Yeah.
Which is fine until I thought, oh, I'll empty the unit next again and try to get all of them emptied at once.
Yeah.
Well, what I should have done was done everything bar the unit, because the unit can at least be just detached easily, and
Yeah.
because then it took all the weight off the unit and then I was fucked. It was fine with the rear 2 trailers, like I had them just on a pile each,
Yeah.
and I could pull off it. But once I emptied the front one, that was me buggered. So once I get, what I'm going to do is go over it, the pit it, like you normally, like we normally would. So again, like set like 4 miles an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but once I start, just set going, start tipping the first trailer. Then once the second trailer's in, tip the second again. So all 4 will be tipping at once.
Yeah, so you just kind of flick them through as you drive through.
Yeah. So you're gonna go through and maybe empty like half of them or something like that.
Yeah.
And then go over it again. Then once they're empty, just unhook the tractor unit of the front one, then empty that, and then head off again. Because it should be pretty quick to empty then.
I can't remember if it was 19 or 17, but there's one of those big trailers that tipped off to the side.
I think it was 17.
But I did a pit like that. I had a road train, and then they tipped off to the side, so I drove down it and tipped into the side on one side. Then I did the opposite side, and I just kept doing that.
See, what I used to
it met in the middle.
Was I got a little system. I just have to unhook and rehook the whole time.
Yeah.
But I got quite good at it, so I could empty 3 trailers in about 3 minutes flat and have them hooked back up together again and ready to go. You know, just like unhook it. Like you don't hook the first one. You take the first trailer off, go into the pit, tip it out, come out the pit, set it off, grab the dolly, hook it under the trailer that you've just emptied, go back, grab the next trailer, empty it, and then hook that onto the front dolly. Then go grab the dolly. You know what I mean? So you kind of do it that way. So you're building the road it back up as you go along, rather than having everything there and then having to rebuild it all. It's just as you went, you did it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like this pit, I thought, oh, I've got 2 side by side, but I thought if I would just empty along the front, and because it's chaff, I could just shovel it straight in. But it didn't really work like that. Because I thought, oh, I can just tip it in piles at the front, and then just horse it, you can just push it in with a Lexion.
Yeah.
Or the Arian, but it didn't work. The Arian can't push it worth a damn.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I can't seem to get the pusher to work on it.
I think Jason was having the issue, same kind of issue, but then I just kind of sat in it and fiddled with the blade a bit, moving it up, down, tilting it forwards, backwards.
Yeah, but I'm wanting to shovel, like push flat and then lift to empty, and it just doesn't seem to work. Like, to get it where it'll push, it's already up. I don't know why. Maybe I need to put it on the back and flip the unit round. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm just going in with a big bucket on the Scorpion and just driving flat out down. No, the little telehandler.
Oh, alright. gonna say, if you're using this area, I know that the silage blades works best on the back of it.
Yeah, see, I had it on the front. I wonder if that's my problem.
Yeah, because I think the front just there's not much wiggle room on the front. I don't think. Whereas the back's got a lot more movement.
I've got it on the I've just got the big bucket on the Scorpion, and all I do is go pick up a scoop, go flat out down the pit, tipping it so it empties as you go. And then I'm just going straight out the other end and driving down an empty one to go back to the pit.
Well, if it works, it works.
Well, I can get 7,800 just straight away. You can bang loaded, ready to go.
Well, I've just been rotating fields on this river map when I was last done. Had help
Rotating
from some,
fields.
well, contracts. So, grabbing whatever contract was the most for harvesting, taking all the equipment from one field to the next field, and literally just been working my way across the map.
I'll
Pays
be
the
honest,
bills.
I fill this pit.
Oh yeah, it's no problem.
This is just one trailer load road trains worth. Like, I haven't gone for another load yet.
Jeez. I really like record rather than live stream and then edit it all together later, but it's no fun. I like live streaming because I don't have to spend 4 hours doing that.
Yeah.
And of course my combines are both full with the spouts into the crop. Oh yeah, I've upgraded. I've got a chaser bin now.
The man of the loader actually packs the pit pretty well.
If it works, don't change it.
And then just use Big Bud to pack it.
Have you seen the did you see what the class mega pack is?
Yeah, it's just an uprated Dominator.
Yeah, but have you seen how it looks?
I
know it's
paying that much attention.
I know it's the mod hub and whatnot, and that not to expect anything special, but it doesn't look very nice.
It's not as good as a Dominator, I don't think.
It's supposed to be the better version of it, but it's smaller than this one. It's not as detailed, but like I say, it's mod hub, so I'm not expecting it to be as accurately coloured and all that the game developers have made. It's just someone who's done it in the spare time, but
yeah,
it holds a bit more and it's got a bit more power, I think, and that's pretty much it. It's like,
yeah,
is there really any point?
It's an uprated version.
Yeah, it's like, is there much point in getting it?
Well, you may as well just get Tucano then.
Yeah. So I was thinking there's no point in doing it when it comes out if it's just going to be just a little more power.
It would need to be ridiculously cheap.
I would think though that you'd be able to put the big header on it and it run it, yeah?
Well, I think that's what it said.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, it used a slightly bigger head.
What?
I've currently got
I've got a sticker on my foot.
265,000 in my pit and I haven't finished picking up the first load. When you see 340,000 litres of chaff in front of your pits, it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Why can't I do anything small? Why do I always have to be at the larger end of the scale?
You ought to try that Pres map. It's that big that they've got 2 trains that run around the map, so you can work your fields and empty into the train, then use the train to run it to a storage.
Is it bigger than Welker?
Probably about the same size.
Are the fields square?
Yes. There's a few fields with like a couple of angles on, but they're all like, you know, in lines so that you can run in straight lines.
Because I hate odd angles. That's what annoyed me with that horse map. These are funny angles.
Yeah, they're all perfect angles. So you got your 90 degrees and your 45 degrees. So.
Right.
Because everything can run on the 45 degrees. So. But. I was laughing at me because I've got a sticker on my foot.
Well, If that's the case, I could start a major silaging career on one.
That map looks like it's perfect for silage because there's a great big silage pit like in the middle farm, and I mean massive. You
Is
can
it?
literally,
Would it be suitable for my scale of things or not?
I'd say so. If you had to put all your chaff into the train, and then
Oh, but why? I built
moved
my
it
own
from.
road trains.
Yeah, but this is a train on tracks that goes 70 and goes right to the silage pits.
Mine does 68 and drives into the silage pits.
Yeah. Well, you could do that. Some of the corners getting in there are a bit tight, but
Well, not tight corners. That ruins the fun of giant road trains.
yeah. Have a look at it. It's a good map. There's a great big dinosaur bone, like, remains.
Oh. I'm nearly done.
But-
I'm getting there. I think if I was doing this properly, all I'd need is 2 guys on the pit, 2 guys in road trains, and then a walker in the field, and I think I would quite happily keep up with everyone.
Yeah, you've just grown to that point where you've got too much to do.
Well, no, I think at that point I could. Like, by the time you get.
No, I'm saying for you by yourself, you're going to that point where it's too
Yeah.
much for one person. It's like
Well,
on
I
that,
haven't figured out how to do silage effectively.
the best way would be a couple of road trains, a couple of choppers feeding into both, like, one road train, so you have, like, you do a path down the middle so you can drive a truck down and put choppers each side with that said path, and then just drive a road train down the middle.
Well, what I do is just drive the road train alongside it and just turn at the end.
Yeah.
But it's more the pit that's the problem. Can time you load it in, because I emptied it at the end of it, I think was my problem. I'll need to get the hang of driving through the pit and building up in levels, so I can just take big bud in and just flatten the whole thing out quickly.
So the thing is, you need to tip less at the edge and more in the middle, so you get like a nice little mound in the middle to drive
that's gonna be the
over.
fun bit.
Yeah. Like I say, the
And
easy way to do
then-
that would be to push from the outside to the middle one way, then go around the other side and do the same.
Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pits, so if worst comes to it, I can kind of, if it gets to the point where I'm struggling with one, just move into the next, and I can always pull it out after. Just like get a conveyor or something into the next one, or a bucket or something,
Yeah.
before I cover it, just to get the next one filled.
No, you'll figure it out.
Because if I could put most of it into the pit, it would be a hell of a piece quicker.
I had the farm manager helping me the other day.
Huh?
I said I had the farm manager helping me with this the other day. Didn't I, Mel?
Max?
No, Mel.
What?
Oh.
The farm manager.
Not listening.
I said I had you helping me the other day.
Oh, right, yeah. I was running the gaff.
Yeah, she was running the joint. She's like, alright, Gav, now what we're doing now then?
She can never come on one of my farms.
Yeah. I think she
Because
might.
she'd have to drive what she's told.
Yeah.
So yes, I could afford to buy you a pink tractor, but you're just not having it.
That's right, I don't think she'll get in a pink one. Make it purple and she'll be right there.
Well, she's not having that either. It's quite simple. It's black or silver or it's class.
Yeah.
That's your choices.
No deviating from the plan.
No. Oh, and a big bud. You allow big bud and white. Give it a roll with my triple bud.
I think I need to have a swap around the tractors. They've all kind of got muddled up, don't. I've got
You know
the
the
7250 running a grain auger. Sorry, go on.
I went up the pit, like the one, like drove from the back of the pit to the front of it. I've got 336,000 in there,
Yeah.
and going the length of the pit, it went from 90 to 96%.
That sounds interesting.
I've just done a length and a half, and that's me going 10% on the pit, and it's now 100%. I think if we ever get a big pet, it might be worthwhile leasing one of these to drive up and down the fucking thing.
Yeah, especially with what triple wheels on it, so it just covers the entire pit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would take you about 30 seconds to pack the whole thing from zero.
Mm.
Well, 10 up and down would have it would have it packed.
Yeah, but you're doing it in stages though, aren't you? So it's not going to be like that bad. I suppose if
Well,
you
it was
like just dump
that
it
was
all.
300,000 in the pit.
Yeah.
It's still a fair pack.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's just, it didn't normally was going in with little trailers. That was, although it was at 90% when I started, right enough. But I mean, for all the extra it would take you to do it, it wouldn't take much.
Hmm.
Quick game.
15,000. 30. Another 15,000. Let's do that then. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a little jig around of tractors because I've got like the weakest tractor pulling the grain cart to the shop, which isn't probably the brightest. It may be quicker, but it just doesn't have the power to get up to speed quick enough.
Well, what do you have for in the grain cart?
I have that little green fence. Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to say, you're just being stereotypical Scottishman now.
What? Can I get the proclaimers on?
Yeah. You walked 1,000 miles to follow.
Well, it's on the playlist. I'll put your pants in.
It's alright, I'm not complaining.
At least I got the one that everyone knows. I mean, I could have had like letters from America or something like that, where no one would have any idea what it was.
Nope.
You didn't know they made another song, did you?
Wait, Proclaimers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they've done more than that song.
Is this me one? Yeah, it's the first one.
Yep.
So I'm not going on a massive seeding spree.
Not at the minute. I'm waiting for the field to grow, so I've just been trying to get money up so we can upgrade everything. You can run the auger if you want.
No, I'm fine. I'm in my tractor. I've claimed this case, remember.
Nice.
Oh my god, what did you do to the... You've upgraded it.
Upgraded what?
The other case.
Oh yeah.
And why?
What did I do to it again? I can't remember. I put sprays
It's
on
on
it, didn't
pizza
I?
discs.
Oh yeah, it's because I sprayed in the fields.
Alright.
Do you think this is all in my head that I'm losing my mind? No.
So yeah, I needed to kind of get it not to destroy the crop.
Yeah, I turn up on my cotton on Welco. I had the cultivator to begin with and it was dicking around, so fuck it, I would go straight with the seeder. Turns out the seeder doesn't bloody get rid of the weeds. Like one pass.
Yeah.
So I had to bloody put the cultivator in anyway.
Oh, I'm not sent. Let's just pull over here a bit and not block this. Oh yeah, I've upgraded the headers on this harvesters. I don't know if you've noticed as well.
Yeah, I think it runs. Case one's fine.
The case ones I was having the issues with, and now I've gone to these roll marsh. Is it roll marsh? Or... But I can't remember the name of them now.
Rostel mash.
That's the one. Now I've gone to these ones. I've had zero issues with them bogging down or anything.
Where am I going with this?
You want to be going to the bottom left at GreenX, I think it is.
Green tagged.
Yeah, it should be the bottom left.
Yeah. Where am I?
You're
24.
24. You go to the road and turn
right.
right, and then there's a little wooden bridge you can zip over. Let's get over the
Yeah, then
river.
all the way down over the other bridge, then left, then down. The fuck is this?
If you just jump over that little wooden bridge just after the shop,
Lift your head up high.
and then
Yeah, but
just
to
after
go with the road, you
34.
gotta go the whole...
yeah, if you just turn off
Oh,
at
there's a little
34,
road. I see
yeah,
it, there's a little road that goes around. I didn't see the little road.
that's right. I've only just seen it.
Whoa, that was a bit close. And then he went over the side rail.
Don't do that.
No, no, that was close.
Don't you dare crash it.
I nearly went into my rail again. I'm sure my front weight's magnetic.
It would appear so, wouldn't it? You seem to crash into everything at the minute.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm going to turn that way to try and get out of the way of this header. There we go.
Should we do something? Should we do a break?
Yeah, I got this green car, put wide tyres on, but in hindsight I should have stuck with the normal tyres as I'm having issues
Did it lift
emptying.
it really high?
Did what lift it really? No, it's not the height, it's the width. It catches on the harvesters.
See, I got a blue one on one of my maps with the Dominator.
Yeah,
And it's fine. And then I put the big tyres on it and lifted it right up.
yeah.
You
That
do
height.
know there's a irritating bollard on this road?
Oh yeah, you can lower it, you know.
Well, it's right. Well, it's under the front of my tractor at the moment.
Yeah, I think you can jump out and lower it. I thought it was lowered.
Yes, it is now getting lowered. Where is the sell point? Oh, it's a big green luminous thing. Oh, it's like an old GTA game.
Yeah. See, I can't see the beam because I think I've already been there. So.
Well, no, I tagged it.
Oh, you tagged it.
If I just sent you a message, but if that ain't GTA, I don't know what is.
Oh yeah. You have reached your destination.
You want me to turn that off?
What?
Oh, she had music playing over my music.
Great news is this field is just about done. Once we've done this, we'll just clean up the edges and either move on to another field, but I don't think there's...
Is that your field?
No, it's contract work,
Well, how come we got all the harvesting done?
because we've probably just about finished the contract.
You got 24 grand from that one.
So we get, what, 10 grand from the contract, and, oh, sorry, and then the extra from what we sell afterwards.
Yeah, but you don't get the extra until you're done, usually.
Yeah, as soon as the contract is, apparently it's still 84%, so...
Well, I shouldn't have gotten any money for it then.
What
I
farm are you on? Oh, you're on the other farm, that's why.
Oh. Oops. Oh yeah. There we go. Oops.
It's alright.
Oh no, I need to go into your farm and the other farm, and I'll just give you the 20 because you'll get a 24 grand penalty.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the 24 grand.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
No, now these are being weird.
Your viewers must be wondering what the hell I'm on.
Yeah, it's alright.
They should be used to my ramblings by now.
Yeah.
Did anyone miss me while I was gone?
I didn't really do much streaming while you were gone. I think I only did one night and then I've not been on it for the past couple of days. That worker's just drove all the way down to the bottom of the field. But he's like, worker has completed his task. Oh no.
Yeah, I usually leave him to do it.
There we go. Worker has completed his task. Which one's that one? The one at the top of the field.
Well, I suppose really I should go on Chaser then, shouldn't I?
Yeah, well, I was just doing it while you was driving the cart, but this literally it's just the MREGs and cleaning up the field now, so...
I'm gonna have to give you my tractor.
It's fine. You can
Or
swap
I
them
can
back.
just jump back into your farm and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, where am I going?
Where's mine?
That would be the easier thing, like, and then just jump back into the other farm when I'm done. Ah! Yeah, now I'm on your farm, I can even do it.
Got no permissions now, though.
Oh. I probably didn't have any permissions last time. I think when I leave the farm I lose all the permissions.
Yeah. So I can give you permissions and stuff back.
I don't really need permissions right now. I'll be jumping back in the other farm once I'm done.
All it is just run the combines around the edge and empty them out. I don't know if there's anything. I think there's about 10,000 litres in that grain cart. Probably less.
Why am I going backwards? Fucking controller. Still doesn't hold me back on Battlefield.
Oh yeah. Fucking going in and owning it like a boss with a broken controller. Like, nothing's going to stop me.
I only unlocked four masteries on a shotgun.
Yeah.
I have to admit they're pretty easy though.
Yeah, it's just aim it in that general direction and
Well,
shoot.
no, just the masteries were easy. Like what I needed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like the MG34 where it was like, was it one was kill 20 people in one life while attacking the objective.
Oh, I've seen one of those. And it's like, nah.
Yeah, but this is a machine gun that you can't aim when you're standing.
Yeah, you have to lay down. The only way of
But
doing
you
that
have
is
to
to
do
find
it
a window
while
or
attacking
something.
an objective.
Yeah. So you have to find
So you
somewhere
had
where
to
you can
be
plot.
on the offensive. So you couldn't just sit there and wait. You had to be moving and actually attacking a point.
Well, no, well, attacking a point, all you need to be doing is getting the flag, really, don't you? So.
Well, no, but it was you had to kill them while attacking the point.
Yeah.
So it meant that you had to move into a point to get it, which meant running and then having to stop, lie down, then shoot, then get back up and move on.
That's
Because you had
ridiculous.
to be within a certain area of the point, you see. You can't just do it for halfway across the map.
Yeah.
It took me a minute, put it that way. But I managed because I'm a master.
I'll floor it to the bottom and get these little MREGs.
Ooh. You're gonna need to put an 18 rating on your streaming now.
Yeah, it's alright. I think I've already got a warning on there somewhere. Or restriction. Well, not restrictions, but.
Wheeler Walker just came on.
Wheeler Walk. Alright.
Junior. How he likes his Puss in Boots.
Yep. That's alright.
I like my Puss in Boots. Knows how to honk a donk. God knows where my butthole's at.
Need to figure out where to go next.
Wait.
That's done. Oh, we're expecting snow tonight here.
Well, it was hailing here. It's 4 degrees.
That's 3 degrees here, and we've got warnings for snow and ice. Oh, I'm empty.
Are you
sorry.
empty?
Yeah.
Or
I was looking at the weather, so.
No, it's. Again, we're surrounded by water here. It doesn't get as cold.
Yeah. Unless you're on a boat, in which case it all freezes solid.
Well, no, because it doesn't. Because you're surrounded by the sea.
Yeah.
It keeps you warmer.
Yes and no, because your sea's going to hold a large body of water will hold more temperature than dry.
What I mean, we're surrounded by water, so we stay hotter in the winter. It's also why we don't get above 20 degrees in the summer.
Yeah. No, you're lucky. Where we are on top of the hill, so when winter comes, we get snowed in and everything, and summer it's just.
We get quite a lot of guys here from like Hungary, Bulgaria, freaking places like that.
Yeah.
Well, everything we hear is like they go. We turn around and say, "Oh, it's cold here in the winter. Like, it's cold." And they're like, "Oh, it's minus 40 back, and so in the winter I can handle that fine." They do a winter here and they go, "This place is fucking miserable. It's so cold." Like, yeah, but it's only minus 5. I thought you said you could handle minus 40. And it's like, they're always called Jabba for some reason.
Jabba?
But, yeah, Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt.
But it's spelled Kasaba. Because of its Eastern European, so it has to have a C and a Z in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But, well,
so I can't know someone whose name began with a Z, but he said it with a J.
Yeah, well, it's like CZABA.
Yeah.
One was Chubba was his first name, and one was his second name. One was Jabba Laszlo, or was it
you've disappeared already.
Me?
Yeah, I was gonna say
the combine.
It's got 3 litres in it.
Oh, alright. Well, so he's saying, like, back when where he's from, he was in Bulgaria. When it was minus 40, you walked harder.
Yeah.
It was cold, but it was never a wind to it. Here, the wind chill goes right through you. It takes the heat out of your soul.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say the sea wind chills. That's the worst thing, because even though the temperature of the sea's cold, the wind that's blowing over the sea is going to be a lot colder than that.
Yeah, well, it's like we only get even with wind chill, it'll be minus 10, but it's a kind of wind. Like when you're talking, like like down where you are, anything over 50 mile an hour is considered like hurricane force winds.
I'd say hurricane, more of a gale.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, there's a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And things are gonna fall down, and there's mass disruption. Here,
that's
80 mile an hour winds
London
you just don't go outside.
Yeah. That's all the cities that do that, the people that have never experienced proper weather.
Well, let's put it this way. The last storm, like the Hurricane Bag that we called it, wasn't even mentioned on the news. Like, it wasn't mentioned at all. Our average wind speed was higher than Hurricane Katrina. By 1 mile an hour. It was like 122 or something for Hurricane Katrina average, and we were like 123.
Jeez.
2 sheds lost their roof. Yeah, we were just like, things are going to start breaking soon. But at no point was it the worst natural disaster that hit the entire country since ever. I mean, we'll get like 5 or 6 storms in a winter where you're looking at 80-mile-an-hour winds plus. And like storm force 10 quite common. And yet you never hear about it on the news. It'd be like, oh yeah, and there'll be some high winds in the north, and if you hear high winds in the north, we're talking like 50 plus.
Yeah, there's always high winds in the north though. Every time I watch Rev, it's high winds in the north. It's like, yes, because it's the north and that's where the high winds come from.
Yes, we are the place they come from. And the Western Isles, they get it bad as well.
Yeah.
Although for some reason Shetland and the Western Isles get higher winds, but a lot less rain. We get the high winds with rain. I don't know why, but we seem to get rain with it. So we have like 80-mile-an-hour driving rain, and you're outside in your bloody oilskins. Like, I really don't know why I bother. The dole is sounding pretty good right about now.
See, I don't like the cold as it is, just by the sheer fact that I don't like the cold. Although I prefer it to sweat my bollocks off, to be honest, but because when it's cold at least you can wrap up and keep yourself warm, whereas when it's hot you can once you get everything off you can't take anything else off and you're still sweating your bollocks off.
Oh no, like you obviously haven't been out in it cold. I remember one day I was on a dumper, it was -5, it was snowing. I was on a 9-ton forward tipping dumper, no cab.
Ooh. See, the worst I've done
snow,
was...
but it was 30-mile-an-hour winds
I've
from the north.
Yeah, I've done -4, I think it was, -4, -5, and I was delivering leaflets around.
Yeah, you were moving.
Yeah, but still it was freezing.
I was sitting still on a seat, moving a whole about 30 meters, carting earth from one heap to the other.
Is that everything there that you've just done?
Yeah.
I can't complete the contract.
No, because I dumped a random pile that wasn't...
So, I'm like 2% off.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just cancel that.
How much was the contract worth?
10 grand.
Well, I got 24 grand from the seed.
Yeah, and it's going to take 21 grand off me. Alright, do I buy a couple of corn headers? That says no more harvesting but corn.
Interesting. How do I have no permissions?
Because you keep swapping farms.
Well, give me farm permissions and I'll give you money.
Promote.
There. There you go. So really what I should have done was putting the second load in myself, and then it would have been okay because we would have got more money.
Yeah.
There you go.
11 grand. So I'm trying to look for the best harvesting deal. 11 grand. I'm gonna get a couple of corn headers and then I'll do one of these 11 grand cornfields.
So you're saying you only got 3 grand from that contract then?
More or less, yep.
Yay, we're making money.
Sunflowers in 33 is where we're going to be going.
33.
Yeah. I'm going to find it again, there it is.
Alright, why do I get the feeling it's going to tip it right at the end of the fecking map?
No, it's just... Where are you?
I'm at the farm.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on the other far corner of the map. And that contract's just appeared back, or the wheat's appeared back in the field because I cancelled the contract.
Oh, they supposed to come back again?
Yeah, we'll need to update in the list again, but I ain't gonna do that whole field again just for 2%. When there's a better contract up now anyway.
Think about Russians. They're stupid. They're stupid.
33.
Yep, should be the next one on the left.
Yeah.
They don't.
You want me to get back into your farm, won't you?
You can do. I need to get a couple of
Well,
corn.
if you
corn
turn this
headers.
contracting on for me, would that not work?
Should already be
I
on,
have
shouldn't it?
I have contract access, yeah, because I'm in your tractor.
Hmm.
I should just join your farm, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that might be an idea. Apparently the corn header can only go in the Tucano. The class corn header anyway.
Well, put another one on then.
Yeah, just trying to figure out, I might go for the Capello Diamond.
Get the Capello Quasar HS16.
That's going to be a lot of unloads. I know we're going to be able to unload on the move. There's one
You have the
that's...
reverse alongside it.
Yeah. Because it's
What
class.
about the HS12, 9 meters?
Yeah, get that one, get two of them.
As long as it can power it.
Well, there's one at the store. I'll hold off getting the other one until we know it can power it.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Alright, you want that one?
I was wondering why I wasn't going in it.
Convoy! Well, how do I start the engine?
Yeah.
Why does everyone do that?
What?
Turn off fucking auto start.
I like having it off because when I'm jumping from one thing to the other, it doesn't. The engine doesn't turn off. So like if I'm jumping from the harvester to a combine, or a harvester to the grain runner, then
Yeah, but
it
when you
doesn't turn
jump
the
back in
engine
it, it
off.
just turns back on again.
Yeah, but then you have to wait for it to start up again. Let's see if it can power it, and then I'll get the other one. I'm gonna park it here so it should spawn in front of this door if it works. Come on. Powers it. Was it HS12, wasn't it? Yep. Slammy.
Meow. Wow.
What are we gonna do with these like wheat hedges?
Well, we'll
Leave
take
them
them
at
back
the
to the farm.
Yeah. I say, if it stick a higher worker on with these, I'll be able to start spinning behind it magically, won't they?
What, the wheat header is on the back?
Yeah.
Fucking bridge.
You get stuck.
I just ran it this side again, that was all. I'm pretty good at running into things.
Yeah. I'm getting used to it on this map, like where I can and can't get away with tolerances.
I just did it again. I was saying that, at least I didn't do it in real life.
Yeah, that'd be bad if you did it in real life.
We made Radio Scotland news up here.
Did you?
Yeah, one of
For
the
what,
guys
jamming
stuck
up a
a road
road?
sweeper in a ditch. Had to get a crane in. It was nearly right on its side. Like, she went in the ditch, and because it's a road sweeper with the water and that in the top, it took her over. She was
Yeah.
just resting on the side, and the wheel was right off the ground on the other side.
I'll keep turning. Getting all my
I
angles
had to
messed
get
up now.
headers in to lift the doot. Which meant road closures and all that carry on.
Did someone get a sack for it, or?
Nah, he's one of our most careful drivers, believe it or not. He used to be a bus driver.
Ah, well, you never trust a bus driver as well.
Well, no, but he's really smooth.
Ah,
You know what I mean? Like, he is actually a very good driver.
unlike us apparently at the minute.
What?
Said unlike us apparently at the minute.
Have you ever tried driving these things in real life?
Nope.
It's no easier.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I had it on the back of a 270 horse case, and I can tell you it was a nightmare. Although it was Jimmy, a young lad we had that was there, thought he was the greatest thing ever. He was really struggling, so and I turned up, and he's like, "Oh, I can't fucking do it. You do it." So I jumped in, and luckily it was the one with the big head on the neck on it.
Yeah.
Well, I jumped in it and took it. I managed it third time again. I went round. I cocked up the first one, straightened it up, got it almost round the second one. Slight straighten up and straight into the wash bay. Of course, it's like, oh, there you go, and walked off like it was nothing. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
inside. I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah,
that was
when you boss
phenomenal
someone, it's
driving
like,
on
yeah.
my behalf.
I
Yeah, like-
definitely intended to do that. That wasn't pure fluke. That was me, my pure skills.
Yeah.
That was. Shh.
Well, before we always put them on the telehandler,
Yeah.
so it's 4-wheel steer.
Yeah. Tight
So
turns.
then it's fine. Like it's really a piece of piss to do it then.
Oh, God, I itch.
But yeah, it was just on that thing. It was just one of those things that just like, yeah, I just couldn't have gone any better. And just made him like a complete knob, which was an added bonus.
It's always good when
Because
you
it was
make
Jimmy.
someone feel redundant or useless and like they've
But
lost the
he-
place.
The worst thing was he stole my tractor. Like that was my tractor that he had. Because of I went home for a week, you see, came back and he was in my tractor.
Yeah.
Because he's doing all my jobs. Well, then he was doing them, so I got put elsewhere, and then of course I lost my tractor. And then I claimed the other tractor, and then that broke, so I had to have my tractor back. And I kind of told the boss like that was my tractor. I'm rather upset about this whole scenario, and
It's like,
so
how
the new kids just
dare
come here
you.
and just taking my tractor. So then I got it back eventually. When as he left, which was too bad a thing. Well, you see, the problem was his old man was like a big customer of ours.
Yeah.
It was that kind of you'll do as I'm tell, or I'll make sure Daddy gets someone else to do in their contract then.
Yeah.
But his dad knew he was a useless cunt. Hence why he was the only person that would left to hire this guy. Are you only doing 4 mile an hour?
I am.
I'm doing 5 now.
Yeah. I keep flitting between 5 and 4.
Internet.
6 now.
I had a lag spike.
I'm bogging down a bit. Speeding up again.
These combines aren't so small all of a sudden.
Hmm.
It's 12 meter. It's 9.
9. I thought it was HS12, so let me just get around this corner and I'll look.
Well, I'll look because that way you won't storm me.
Yeah.
Oh, massive lag spikes.
Mel was having the same.
HS12 is a 9 meter.
9. I said 9. I was just saying Mel was having issues with lag the other day and was just running on the local network and she was getting like lag of like 2000 ping. I was like, what? On the same bloody internet connection, like wireless connection, so it was just doing the LAN game rather than over the internet.
that should be just your router that's dealing with that.
Yeah, so
My combine must be better than yours. The
well,
pump
mine's got
must have been screwed open on
10.6
mine.
hours. It's probably because
Mine's
I'm
got
also rubbing on.
15.6.
Yeah, I'm rubbing on the edge of the field as well, so that might be slowing me
But I
down.
say mine must have had the pump screwed.
Yeah.
Right, now you reverse back and I do a complete left loop. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful?
Because we got skills.
Well, no, I've quite often worked with people with, like, with double equipment in the field at the same time.
Let's just see
One
if
day
these
there
need
was
repairing.
getting bugging about before plough match, and we're in the field next door, just like, you know, like a whole bunch of us just kind of having a last play with our ploughs.
Hmm.
6 of us all ploughing, one after the other.
That was alright. I used to be playing
That took
matches near where I
some-
used to live.
That used to be a bit. It took a bit of getting used to the turn at the end because no one really had worked with each other before in the same field. So we all were at the end like, how are we getting this? And one's going one way, one's going the other. I don't know, for fuck's sake. Until what we did was went to the end, lifted, turned right,
Hmm.
pulled out, and then did kind of like a tear-shaped loop.
Yeah.
So as the last one was coming out, you've already got your plough all turned over, then you swing in and go back up.
Yeah. So it makes the best way, wouldn't it, to do a wide swing so that you finish just next to the last one, so then they just do a wide swing as you're finishing up.
Mm.
Do you want to follow this around and I'll skip to the next bit?
What?
Because there's like a little digging if you look. I was going to say, if you want to do that edge, and that way we don't have to faff around with the corner, or you can go to the top edge and on. Just do this.
Well, I thought we just grabbed this and then that's where they end up.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out
Because
the
you've
best.
got room to turn on the end here, you see.
Yeah.
Look at that, am I a genius?
Yep.
And then, if you want, I can just do a 180, go back down to the other end and set the combine going.
Yeah.
And then that'll square the bottom edge up because there's a slight step in it.
Yep. I need to take my little man to bed in a second.
I never had pudding.
Pudding?
Oh, I never had pudding.
Aww.
What's your pudding?
Haggis sorbet.
I'm so sorry.
I've been basically told there is no pudding.
Aww. Ooh, there's a tree there.
Oh, it'll just fit in the trailer.
Look, I appreciate it. Moving in is just a bit much. It's not moving in. It's just their room. That should be too much.
I didn't come to be. Since you have a bit of trouble.
I thought you were going to lower your head down and slide on the
Ah,
back
so I
of
was just
mine and
thinking
get
that then.
Yeah, well, there's no trouble.
it.
You'll be moving in with it, actually.
That is neat.
Live in next year.
You're not actually touching my combine, yeah.
Well, you know where we are from this, yeah?
No, look, a problem man coming to the stop it, really. What? You want to mix or something up? Should be fine, right?
operations of the firm right, you know? I'm the man on the floor, get things done, set things up.
Like getting up mouse traps.
No. Come on, Jax, see you around. You married me, I'll see you around, John.
Apparently I'm stuck on something, I can't drive forward. There we go.
Why don't you ladies out straight? People see their dog again. They think I've ripped it. Carry on, I'll land you out.
Where are you going?
I'm literally just sticking this here while I just run the little lad's bed.
Oh, right, okay, I thought you were going to set the walker going on that first stage, that was all.
Oh yeah, I'll do that then. Just whack him here. What are we doing?
Because I was going to take this one to the other end and then set a walker going over there. And then I was
Yeah.
going to jump into either one of the other trailers and then go like buggery.
Mm.
Where is this being sold?
Top right.
There's two up there. Oh, I see, I got the heart, Norganaga.
Yeah, Norganaga. Agra.
Agrar.
Agrar. Agrar.
I forgot it was in the same farm now, I can look at the contract.
Yeah. Right. Just run him to bed and then she'll be back. Great, sort that out. Right, back in a minute.
Oh, I'm on the wrong farm. No, I'm on the wrong farm. He hasn't given me any permissions, I can't hire a walker. Ah! That's slightly annoying. Never mind. Are you in that bubble?
We didn't get Dexter, Dad.
Well, I thought I'd tell them.
I heard you shouting fuck's sake when I was taking my lad to bed. What's going on?
Who, me?
I heard someone shout fuck's sake.
off.
Sorry.
So I couldn't hire a walker.
There you go. Oh. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now. There we go.
You made a mistake, mate. Redraw. Let's have a redraw.
Let's see how. Oh, that's a bit of a cock up. This is gonna be neat, but it'll do. Helps if I watch what I'm doing and not on Facebook.
Yeah, that will be helpful.
Is that you empty?
Yes.
says we can use the place for a couple of weeks next month. What do you think?
Yeah, well, let's, what if we just get the wife, swap stuff out like first, and stuff later?
Hey, we need to answer now. We've got to book the flights.
Right, I'll pop over tomorrow and we can sort out her dementia. Okay, no worries, I'll see you later. Oh, by the way, thank you for the airline vouchers. At the end of the
Now I know what it is.
Just flicking through fields, seeing what's cheap.
I gave the vouchers to you.
Sweet. You're supposed to do something nice, you know? You deserved it.
I'm going home.
22 or 7, I think 7's grass field.
Didn't fancy it yourself, so being the missus.
No. Got there on it. Early days and all that. Right?
That's their blame.
You are.
Let's just say. There's that movie look again. It really does suit you.
What am I doing? That way.
So we're running a bit low on cash. Number 20 will do it, I reckon.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe you should take her out.
You know you're just going to hand it over. So. Yeah. Come on, Mark. You know you're a soft touch. There's no shame in it. Just come, I'll buy you all yours. Come on.
Oh, I can't wait to see them next year.
You ain't down at all, was she? Nasty little cow. You know I was a scumbag. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
Freak.
Wait. Wait. What's wrong with you? I'm sick of being a mark. That's what's wrong with you.
Ah. Yes, I know Helper J is blocked by the object. I am the object.
It was shouting.
Choppy? Because
What?
he didn't have permissions, so...
He
Because he,
shouted a few.
he was shouting because I didn't give him permissions because he keeps farm hopping. Sorry, I was just asking, he was shouting.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Of course it's me. I'm always shouting.
I know, you wouldn't be a true Scotsman if you didn't shout.
That's just my normal speaking voice.
Just making sure you're stuck. Be honest with me for a straight answer. I will give it to you. So back up.
Well, that's overly awkward. Oops. It's gonna be like this. Do you ever find that if you empty your combine at the end of a field, it has more problems than if you still fill?
Then if it feels full.
No, like, see if like completely forgot about that until now, but I used to have a lot of problems with it when see if you follow a combine at the end of the field
Yeah.
and you're emptying at the end of the field, they stop walking unexpectedly a lot more often than if you leave a little bit in them. When I
I've
first
not-
started playing this game, I used to have a hell of a lot of problems with it.
I've not noticed that.
Something-
I've noticed that when you empty them at the end of the field now, they stop still and wait for them to empty and wait for you to bugger off before they start moving.
Yeah, well, I just had an unknown error occur, the walker, and I just remember, it just brought back when I used to have it the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's something I'm doing or what, but I used to, sometimes it can just be a pain in the cunt.
Come on, there we go. I don't know why, but I keep getting stuck. It's not like a proper stuck, it's just like the engine revs and everything, it just doesn't move. I have to like let go of the throttle and put the throttle back on, and then it starts going again. God knows. Yeah, I've never really noticed any problems since they've, I say, fixed the workers, but
Here he is, the big man. Come to apologise.
I'm empty if you want to take off.
You're out. Yeah, it's my grand. Same difference, innit? What? You gonna hit me this time? Has anyone ever told you you're actually quite sexy when you do think about it.
And I want you to stay away from my daughter. Nasty.
What you did last night went another room, was it? He wants another round.
Don't listen to her.
Why are you like this?
Lex.
Let's just go, Brad. Leave us alone. No wonder your wife left, Joe.
That's really weird.
Don't let her. Why don't you catch the
I was noticing that the live stream's like 20 seconds behind.
Ah, yeah. Oh, you're just watching yourself spin around.
Yeah, I was watching myself do that again. Like, that's why I pulled out in front of you.
Where you going over there now?
And now I'm going to turn it off because I hate my voice. In my own head, I sound a lot lower and more husky, and
Yeah, you sound like a man.
I sound like more like a hard man in my own head.
When you hear yourself, it's like, hiya!
Yeah, pretty much. Gonna need to start speaking down here now.
And put on my live stream voice. Hey, hello there.
Yes. Bit more like a match, you know?
Yes. Oh,
Bit more posh man.
what I say. Last point, I never shared the stream actually.
Ooh, look at him, Mr. Regard. I go back to music.
Oh, you're just jealous because Gray's got a massive You want to get your mitts on it, don't you? Ah, it's all mine.
I never did see if there's anyone watching or not.
I think it was you and me at the minute. I just remembered I need to post it.
Oh, you said no one actually knows what you watch.
Yeah.
Sports channels. I like to have options.
So your subscribers aren't watching.
No.
By the way, I only subscribed just so I could find it.
It's alright. Subscriber's a subscriber.
Yeah. Does it still count if I'm one of the ones that's in the game?
I'd say so.
Or is that like self-advertisement?
Shh. Still counts. I'll count it.
Can I get in trouble for that self-endorsements?
I don't think so.
Like race fixing?
It'd be annoying if you did. Like, no. I did tell him to, he did it off his own back. Honest.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm off to the very far-fetched corners of the map.
Yep, see you in 3 hours. It's alright that the chaser bin will be able to hold 4 loads, just under 4 loads, so there's plenty of time to get there and back.
Well, unless I get stuck on a fence panel.
Yeah, it's a bit this feels not exactly
It is entirely
Yield.
possible.
yielding very well either, so even if you do get stuck I think we'll be alright.
Yeah, I was noticing it's pretty shady.
Because the workers don't take care of the fields, that's why.
Ah, you bastard. I'm gonna tailgate you for that, you prick.
You get someone just pull out on you.
Yeah, and I went right into the back end. I'm now pushing him down the road, beating the horn, smashing his boot in.
I've done that 1,000 times in this map. I hate the AI.
The
Car
18
drivers.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know, make him go a bit faster.
I don't know,
Must be the
I
bloody
swear they get
school run.
their drivers for this game from all the drivers around here. So I'm surrounded by people that like to do like under the speed limit no matter what. It's like we've got a 50 road and it's like people drive down it at like 40, 30 mile an hour. It's like, no, do the limit.
Ah, no. Here, everyone's at 59.5 mile an hour. If you drive at 58, you're a slow-moving idiot. If you drive at 60, you're a maniac.
Yeah.
Unless there's a tiniest bit of hail, like the warning comes on the car, all of a sudden everyone's like, we must do 30 miles an hour. If you got 31, you're a lunatic and should lose your license.
Yeah.
Because here's me cruising along at 55 mile an hour, just passing everybody.
I was
Like,
buzzing down one of the roads
learn to
around here
drive.
at 60, went around the corner, there's a little old granny and a little Nissan Micra doing 30. I was like, what the...
Yeah.
Brake. And they, as you overtake them, they start flashing the lights at you like you're in the wrong. It's like,
Yeah.
calm down. You won't get there before me. You won't get there any quicker. Look in the mirror, she gets held up at the
Trust me.
lights. Yeah. Sit behind those lights for 2 minutes. I'm disappearing off down the road.
Krebaka Mula, that's not the right one, is it?
Krabakamula, no.
Yeah. There isn't a Krebaka Mula, but that's the one I'm at. Krebaka Mula.
That might just be what it is in its native tongue.
No.
It looks like you're at it.
Yeah, I'm at Northern Agra. It's just on the front of the building, it has Krebaka Mula. Because you know they like making things easy.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm on the same map as you, or same farm.
It should be. You're green.
Yeah. Sorry, it's mob panic, man. Why did they have to put something different on the front of the building?
God knows.
Well, it's not like your pub with them short measures or standards.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit of a fascination with another report. She forget how I lit that.
I don't care.
Linda's phone. Hello? What?
Take up a coffee, please. You're up there. I'm over there.
What for?
Don't sit down.
My husband. So,
My cup's here, please.
Coffee?
No, I was up when I first boiled the kettle. And I sat down again, waiting for the kettle to boil. I've got fans to keep happy here. My loving fans adore me, I can't leave them.
Where are you going? I'm watching you weave down the road.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was speaking to the wife, like waving a cup at her.
Just painting the local neighbourhood, yeah.
Are you in landscaping?
Yeah. About to drive through me. Now.
I thought you were going to say you were in the lorry for a second there. Going for the overtake.
charming is not fair.
hold L1 to get rid of that little side panel.
Ah! What, in the landscaping mode?
Yeah. Just
I didn't
check.
know you could do
It doesn't get rid of it. It just means that the list isn't as big because it swaps it to like changing the strength of the brush rather than having the raise lower and all that.
Why should I take a cool picture of me bombing it down the road?
Yeah, I was just getting.
But you missed your opportunity.
Yeah.
Why are you turning the rate?
Oh, just realised everything's just about full.
It's a good job I got back then, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm at 98, 99. Full. There's like a harvester. He's at 84%, so that's just.
It's okay, I'm here.
That's right, that was the worker. I've just pulled this one back so you've got a bit of space. She went down.
Oh, this is a walker. I thought this was you.
Yeah, I jumped over to the other one so I could pull him up. So he's got 84% and he was about to drive into the crop with his pipe in the crop. So I thought I'd back him out. Although then again, it's a workers it's a contract field, so you can drive in the crop. Get there in the end.
I'm at 37%.
Is that full tank?
41%.
You should get to about 51%. Is normally what I fill to.
Well, that's me at 41%. Please. Thank you. Meow. Well, I caught that up. Well, I will at some point.
Is that your missus listening to
Yeah,
the rave
tap's
music?
dripping. The tap's dripping. It's been like it for a couple of weeks, I haven't sorted it yet. I'm waiting that it becomes kind of like a constant dribble. But I need to go into my toolbox and try and figure out which is the new bits and which is the old bits. Cause it's... I keep you. Well, if you don't hear me from me in a few days, you know why.
It's been nice knowing you. Did you want to drink the coffee or did you want to wear the coffee?
Oh, she's not that mean, she's just not going to give it to me.
I'm just going to jump into the pause menu.
Ah, nice cup of coffee. Do you want to say something? You don't go to Dublin and watch the Irish Man? You don't want much, do you? You know, you're starting to get high maintenance. Hi, but I don't cost anything. How? I support myself and all my horrible addictions that I have. I pay for them. Yeah. I'll pay the internet. You'd be lost without that. You get through that pretty quickly. Yeah, we keep getting, you keep bringing it up, and I always win this.
Gonna have one month recipes.
Yeah? Nice. How long did that take?
I don't know.
How am I blocking him?
Because he's a helper and he doesn't know how to drive. He needs like a 3 mile gap around him.
That's it. I have a cunning plan. Plan so cunning you put a tail on it and call it a fox.
Okay, what's going on over there? I think your cunning plan isn't working. You can be a
No,
bit
it's a lot
wibbly
more
wobbly.
sensitive than I was expecting. You need to wait, sort this. Oh, you bugger. Don't go over 20 miles an hour. I don't remember this being so hard. But I think I had a slightly bigger one last time. It wasn't quite so. And it was a lot less sensitive, but it was longer.
Yeah. I'm just watching you wobble all over the place.
Too late now. You want them at speed, it's not that difficult.
Well, he's turning off. He's turning around into the crop now. So, ooh.
Yeah, but once you're at 6 miles an hour, it's not hard. It's when you get up to 20 miles an hour it gets difficult.
Oh, my connection's dropping a bit.
Brum, brum.
Oh, is this going to be? It's going to be like a single strand between us.
Yep. I wonder.
We can't destroy the crops because it's contract.
Yeah, but I
for-
don't need to. Oh. It's so neat. Not quite. Tires are too wide.
Yeah. Oh well, that work is
Why
going
do
to be
you
done.
put the wide tires on, Babbo?
Because I didn't think when I did it. To the top, if you wanna rock and roll.
Well, at least you don't have to edit music into your thing.
I know. Trying to see if that worker's going to come back up. It looks like he is.
He's on his way back. I'll wait for him down here.
And then I think next will be field 13. I think that's another sunflower field.
13? That's all the way at the top.
Yeah, but I think
Question, what do
that
you have
one,
up at field 1?
field 1, that's a fuel tank.
Right, okay.
If I can click it, there we go. Because it's burning a lot of fuel. I don't think I was running out and I needed some fuel.
Okay. What? What did you burn? Milk. How do you burn liquid?
Rubbish is exactly what I don't need.
You haven't burnt it, you've boiled it everywhere. It's not burnt, it's everywhere.
Let's not drive this up to 13.
Well, maybe you should get off your phone and watch what you're doing. Obviously not low enough. Don't mind the domestic.
It's all good. She's had a lot of damage. But you ain't at mine.
Sally says she's got a babysitter. She'll meet at the hotel. Just what I think. You're a
Time and a lot of time. You had a lot of dictacy, but you ain't at mine. It can't be a bit of blood on gun.
No.
Not
I
sure
was at
on
the
them
age where
twos.
if at school you weren't cool unless you were playing bloody hell, what name it now? That's embarrassing, I've forgotten the name of it now. Discovery Channel, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I know.
I can sing the whole song.
Yeah.
But I can just think of the name right now.
Yeah.
No, the song,
Blood
not
on
the
Gang,
band.
It's gone out of my head. I just had it in my head and it's just gone.
That's what happened to me. I was like, that.
Got a bit carried away. What just all this talk?
Well, you know the Bloodhound Gang, Sex Baby Sex. Well, what's that song called? It's gone out of my head.
Bad touch.
Bad Touch.
That's the one, Bad Touch.
Oh, because I'm going to download. I've got a download playlist on my car, so I've been listening to it like loop.
Why? So that when you get there, you know it's just gonna be like, oh, I'm sick of this song now.
Just when I get there, that I'm not going. I can actually sing the words.
I don't know. I've never been to a festival before.
Oh, neither have I. It's my first one, but
I've
because
only
download
ever
is
seen
pretty
one
close to me, so
band live.
I haven't seen any. Well, apart from like you know the local bands, but
Oh
I
no,
don't
I went to see Dixie Chicks in Glasgow on their last tour. They started up again.
yeah.
I said that already.
But yeah, download there's going to be the Offspring, Korn, Kiss.
I nearly went to download once
Mm.
when I was
Who
17.
have I seen?
My
You
Uncle
saw,
David was going.
Bewitched. That's who Mrs. saw.
Well, when I was 17, I had a car at the time. It was given to me. It was that bad. But it broke on me, and I had a choice: spend the 800 quid on a car or on download tickets. Because my Uncle David was going, you see. So what it was to get the tickets and then the flights down. He was
Yeah.
gonna pick me up on the back of his motorbike, and we're gonna go to download.
I was going to say you'd be alright because the airport is right next to where it is. East Midlands Airport and Donington Park are like side by side.
And then on the way back, drop me off, and then have to fly all the way back again right after a festival.
Yeah, we'd sleep on the plane, but
Although
we're doing the whole weekend. And what was the price of it? £200, £220 for the whole weekend.
I decided to get a car instead.
Oh, I can't wait for it. It's
Do you know the worst thing was?
what?
13 days I put it through a strainer.
Well, bet you would have spent money on the download tickets now.
Well, no, because of what I did was I got a 7.5 ton lorry and a tractor and a pair of wire straighteners and 100 quid's worth of second-hand parts and had them back on the road. What I mean by second-hand parts was the whole bumper, bonnet, radiator, grille, gearbox mounts,
Yeah.
engine mount, like the whole front end of the car.
Yeah.
I pushed the radiator into the manifold.
Jeez.
Like, it was a write-off. I mean, there was no front end left on it. The airbags had gone off the lot.
Oh.
Bent the subframe. Was it? I think it was about 11 inches. I bent the subframe. That's why I need a new gearbox mount, because it was mounted to the subframe and I bent it all.
Yeah, that's
What
annoying.
we did was we cut a V in the subframe,
Yeah.
tied the back of it to a tractor, the car, then put the wire tensioners between the front of it and the back of a 7.5 ton lorry, and used wire tensioners to pull the subframe straight, and then welded it up.
Yeah.
Re-drilled holes for the gearbox mount.
Yeah.
The front end, it was a 1.8 Sport I had, but I got a front end off a 2 litre SRI. Well, it wouldn't have been so bad if my car wasn't Boy Racer red and the parts car a nice kind of deep blue.
I was going to say, I bet they were blue. So before I had a chance to, every single time you see a car that's had some work done, it's always blue bumpers. Always blue bumpers.
Well, it was, oh no, it was blue bonnet, bonnet and bumper.
Yeah, it was still blue. And the rest of the cars are all
Yeah.
uniform, and then you just got the replacements are always blue.
Well, you know, the problem was the radiator was it was a 2 litre SRI, so the radiator was frickin' massive in comparison. So it used to run with a choke on the whole time, because I mean you had to thrash the tits out of it to get it to go above, like actually register temperature.
Jeez.
Well, it didn't do it much good, because if come the end of it you had to drive it above 3,000 RPM the whole time.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of a
Me
nightmare,
mate
that would.
thought they'd rally it around the field one day, and they couldn't get it up the hill in first gear
Oh, God.
because they didn't know the startup procedure.
Right, 33 is done, so let's...
Because you had to have when you started up, you had to do certain things like rev it at certain points, and then once you went above 3,000, keep it there.
Yeah.
Then you're driving like 4,000 RPM down the road in like third gear, sitting at a junction, just like, what the hell is he doing?
You take your foot off the clutch and you creep forward as slowly as possible with the engine like revving
Yeah,
like
like
mad.
it's still at 3,000 RPM. Well, if it dropped below it, it started to cough and splutter.
Yeah.
And then the traction control light would come on and the ABS light, and I mean, all the other lights would come on, and then it would, you try to let your foot up and be,
Yeah.
then you're struggling to get above 1,500 RPM.
Yeah. So it's just as bad now though. Now they're putting all these fucking things, like extras on the car. It's like my car's got hill start assist, and I was stalling so much on a hill because the hill start assist. I was fighting that as well as fighting the hill. It was like, come on.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was one day I was reversing on a cattle float with a Ford Ranger,
Yeah.
and it had that. And of course I was on the brake. I was on the brake, and I was letting the clutch up. And as I started hitting the bite and rev, I was like, "Oh, this is fantastic! I can just ride the brake and clutch together to get it to do what I want." So I can creep back rather than having to try and put my foot on both pedals.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I loved
Oh, mine, it was annoying. It's like every little incline, but the thing is, even if you're facing down the incline, it will still come on. It's like, I'm going down, not going up. I don't need hill start assist, that's what the hill is.
Oh no, the
But-
Ranger, and again, you had to be like on the brake as well.
Yeah, well, my one, it's when you brake on the hill, you put your clutch in and then it will remember that brake pressure, so then when you start lifting your clutch it will apply the brake pressure, so you don't need to cover your brake. So you can just clutch and throttle and it'll keep
Oh no,
it,
this
and then,
one it was.
and then once it gets a certain tension, it releases the brake. But it was
Oh
just.
no, this one's different. The Ranger was, it did the throttle. So you work the brake and clutch,
Yeah.
but it'll just lift the revs up to like again like 500 RPM.
Are you coming this way?
Yeah, we're gonna go around the outside with you. Can it give you an extra 500 RPM just so you didn't stall it? So again, that's what I thought was a fantastic system, because again it just gave it extra bit of revs just to stop it stalling while you can to let the clutch up.
Yeah.
But it's like
Oh,
now
I
you
wish
see I have
I-
a major problem because I left foot brake.
Oh, yeah, that's never good.
Well, no, because my Volvo was automatic.
Yeah.
I got quite. I used to left foot brake the whole time. I very rarely ever use my right foot coming the end of it. I just sit with my, my right foot would still be above the throttle, and I'd be using my left foot to brake the whole time. So I
Yeah.
got quite good at left foot braking.
And then you get back into a manual and it's like, oh crap.
Well, no,
I'm slowing down,
like
but I need
now
to
I
change
can
gear,
use my
but I need
left
to keep
foot on the
slowing
brake
down.
Like I can use my left foot for a brake now, no problem at all.
Well, you do just heel toe it or something like that, wouldn't you?
But,
Well,
well, no, it's
how they
more the
did in
fact
the
that
old
now,
days.
when I left foot, it was just because of the Volvo's automatic. You said your right foot on the
Yeah.
throttle and your left foot on the brake.
Yeah.
But now it's like if you're in the manual, you just have to think about what you're doing. Like, is it going to get too low on the revs, and then just put your foot back on it. Because it's front wheel
Yeah.
drive, so you don't really need it.
Yeah.
I just do it to keep in for when I get back in the Volvo, because it was rear wheel drive, you see.
Yeah.
And I have really cheap tyres on the back.
Slidey tyres.
I have cheap tyres on the back and expensive ones on the front.
Why do I keep slowing down and you just keep like rocketing up to me? God knows, but yeah.
So yeah, can you understand? Can you understand the setup I have going?
I think so, yeah.
Automatic is difficult though, I will admit. You've got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've got to be thinking in advance.
I know there's the whole changing up and changing down gears is, you know, take your foot off and stomp it.
Well, no, I found that wasn't a problem because it's diesel. It's more predictable. Do you know what I mean? You don't have the whole, because you're running lower revs.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I found the change up wasn't really an issue. I mean, it was there. Yeah, I knew what it was gonna do anyway, but you know, it's at that point.
Yeah.
But
so when I
because
went-
of
Go on.
it wouldn't change down if it dropped too low because it was a diesel.
Yeah.
And it didn't go, oh, I'm just gonna still change down. You could drop it down to 1500 and shoot in. As long as you weren't aggressive with the throttle, it wouldn't change up.
Yeah.
So you just ease the throttle on and off, it would keep it okay. The problem was being automatic, you're going round but it's like, because I tried holding the throttle steady and using the steering,
Yeah.
and that you would just bite and go. What you had to do was, I found, keep the steering still. Don't adjust the steering, just drive it on the throttle.
Yeah.
If I tried to use steering and throttle, it all went pear-shaped. But if I just used the throttle, I'm talking in
Yeah.
small roundabouts. I'm not on about like 50 mile an hour backwards entry kind of level.
Yeah.
I'm talking a roundabout at 2 in the morning. But and that was the way I could do it. Well, saying that is actually a lie, because have you ever been when you go from Inverness to Aberdeen?
Yeah. I've not been
You
up
go
Scotland.
through Elgin and Nairn, and I think it's something like 12 or 14 roundabouts.
Jeez. Well, I live near Milton Keynes, and Milton Keynes is a roundabout capital of Great Britain.
Oh no,
I say I
these are
live near
different
it,
ones.
I've been through
These
it,
are
but yeah.
quite big ones.
Yeah.
Again, like 4 or 5 entries, double lane.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's the main route for all the heavy goods traffic between Inverness and Aberdeen.
Yeah.
So the road is polished.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, I was coming through these roundabouts at 40 sideways. She was like, this'll do. Nice. Well, the first one caught me off guard, because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Because no one suspects a Volvo. But,
I know they're built like tanks.
but yeah, it's 2 ton curb weight before anything goes in it.
Yeah.
More delicious food we
Well,
pumpkin pie on the menu.
of course, I hit this first roundabout and the thing just went sideways on me. Well, I'm cacking myself because it caught me off guard. Well, somehow you know those times you're like, somehow you save it, you don't know how, but it's saved.
Yeah.
And when I did that, I was like, oh, hey. So the next one I came up to, I was like, oh, hell, let's see what happens. So threw it in anyway, and about 40 miles an hour, and it's kind of, you kind of went straight ahead, but you kind of just slightly to the right. So you just kind of forwards and just flick it, and it went sideways and came off beautifully. Well, there's a bit of a stretch between the next two. Well, I'm doing about 80 with this big, I see this big sports car come up behind me. I'm not sure, I think it was a Novo. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Well, black reek standing at the back of this thing from the old 80s diesel. That's been thrown on cooking oil. Horsing down the road as you do. Black reek at the back of it. And he couldn't overtake, so he's behind me. Well, I hit this next roundabout and I just launch it sideways. Properly sideways.
Bogged down again.
So I think you got bogged down on me. I think you ran onto the front of my header.
Yeah, God knows.
Well, of course, I throw it in. This thing's behind me, and after that, he sat there the whole time.
Just watching.
Never overtook.
Not surprised.
Just me, this old Volvo just going broadside through these roundabouts. Kid, I'm talking like third, fourth exit.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? I'm just going broadside round the roundabouts. Like, this is thoroughly enjoying myself again as people are standing there going, what the hell is this idiot doing?
Yeah.
Again, the sports car behind me that you'd expect it from
Just
is
like
being sensible. It's the idiot in the old clapped out ready banger that's just throwing it in.
I think I bet anybody watching would have just assumed that you two were like running together or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
They're definitely
Here's this
put
old
together.
Volvo going sideways and there's this full-blown sports car behind it just chilling, just like, yeah, he's just gonna sit here.
Yep. It's like it's the guy who owns the Volvo's in the sports car and the sports car driver's in the Volvo.
What? Oh
It's
yeah.
like swap roles.
But it was well, come the end of it, he turned off just before the last roundabout, and I gave it everything that thing had. Like, threw that thing into the last one. Big 2 lanes going into that one. I thought, let's go for doing 40 as I'm coming into the roundabout. Throw it in, and I hold it the whole way, and she just starts to go at the last minute.
Oh.
And like, she's going too far. Well, luckily there was no centre between the 2 lanes because I was on the wrong side of the road. Like a 2-lane, opens up about again, like say 600 meters before the roundabout into 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Well, I come off the roundabout onto the wrong 2 lanes broadside as I'm going along, going fuck. And there's kind of there's about 8 or 9 people at a bus stop, just along the road, just so standing watching. Like, what the fuck is this numpty doing?
Yep. Where's my phone?
And that's when I learned Volvos are fun.
Yeah, well, I want to get a Volvo, but Mel said no because they're granddad cars.
Do you know there's a guy from a standard block has a 7-second car, quarter mile.
Jeez.
He's hit 1,091 horsepower.
Oh, he's done that in a Volvo, hasn't he? Is it a Volvo? Or I don't know, there's a guy who's done it with a Skoda or a Volvo, I think it is. It's something that you wouldn't expect.
This is a standard engine. The actual block itself has no extra bracing in it.
Yeah.
This is a 2.3 litre petrol.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's a standard block. I mean, it's got, I think it's a billet everything else on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But well, unless the block is billet, but he's paid. It looks completely standard. But he's got no bracings, no pins, no nothing in it.
But that's what he's done to it.
It's put in a full custom drag racing car. There is nothing standard about the car. It is full-blown race drag car.
Yeah.
Where he decided to use a Volvo Red Block. In his car it's 1,000 horse, and a Volvo is 85.
Yeah. It's like I say, most engines are. You'd be surprised what you can get out of an engine. It's like my car's rated at what, 145 horses, I think it is, 160 horse.
Is it a Leon?
No, I've got an ASX, so I don't.
Oh, Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
I have a Mitsubishi.
Yeah. I love it. But
Mine's a slightly different breed to yours.
yeah, you've got the 4 wheels, proper tailgate, I assume. You got not an Outlander, haven't you?
I don't have a pickup now.
What,
I have a
which one?
Pajero.
Ah,
Mark 1. 1988.
an Olden. See, when
The
I went
original.
when I went to go test drive mine, they put me in like the best, the most expensive version of the one I've got now, and I want that car.
Yeah.
Because it's like automatic or semi-automatic. You know, you've got your automatic gears. You can flick it over to manual if you so desire, with flappy paddles. It's got heated front and rear seats. It's got all-round cameras. It's got
Do you know my
all-wheel drive and all that. It's
Shogun, or Pajero, has air conditioning?
a lot of stuff has air conditioning from the olden days. I like to say olden days, so it makes me feel young.
Yeah, well,
Even
it
though
was
it's
long before
only-
I was born.
10 years before I was born.
What, 88?
88 was 2 years before I was born.
Yeah. So that's when mine was. It came out in 1982.
Jeez.
And it came out with air conditioning.
Yeah. Except my
The
mum's.
Volvo, which is a 1988, oh sorry, 89, it's 89. It's got air conditioning. No, sorry, it's not. It's not air conditioning. It's climate control.
Yes, it's different.
I can
Get
set.
it right.
I can set the degrees I wanted in there. I want 22 degrees, and it heated leather seats, fully automatic, electric.
Yeah.
This is a 1988 car, remember? When that is
Yeah.
a Volvo. The only thing it doesn't have is the passenger seat doesn't have the fully automaticness because of it turned out that the whole side of the seat where the electronic controls go was a perfect size for a pipe.
Alright.
So the guy in the passenger seat must have kept it. I was like a vintage rider, and the guy came up to speak to me about it when I was in there, and he said, "Oh, I had one of these." And he looked at it, he said, "Oh, it doesn't have the bit in the passenger seat." I said, I turned down the electric seats in the driver's side because it was perfect for your pipe." So what it means is it's probably the passenger in the car probably had a pipe. So they didn't get the electric seat so you could fit your pipe in it.
Oh. A different breed then. But
Well, in the 1980s, like I don't know what the 760 cost, but the 780 Bertoni, like the next one up, in the
I think my mum had one of them.
1980s. What, 780 Bertoni?
780, I think so.
Do you know when they came out, they were a $100,000 car
Hmm.
in the 80s?
Yeah.
So you're talking. Everyone else is talking about their Mark II Cortinas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like thinking that they're GT models, or the GL models, so they were massively well up in their range. Some bugger was rolling around in a $100,000 car compared to their $20,000 car.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my mum had it, but she had it one that was proper knackered. I think she only got it for like
Right.
£5,000. I think it was 5-6 grand.
Do you know if she still had it, she'd be worth double that in
Yeah,
a
I know.
scrapyard?
Yeah.
There was one that came up in a scrapyard and on the owners club, and it was, "Please save that car." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Well, what's it worth?" And they said, "In that condition, 10 grand." And this was in a scrapyard.
Hmm. But yeah, she had it. Then I think she got it for like 5-6 grand. Like I said, she sold it for about 7-8 grand. I think she said. And yeah, it was a beautiful
Yeah.
car.
Do you know Volvo hold the record for the most miles in a car?
Oh no. It's because, like I say, they're built like tanks. The only thing that can probably outlast, well, I say outlast, is a like proper old Skoda, like Skoda Octavia or something like that.
It is a P800 Volvo that holds the record. I think it's somewhere around the 4 million miles.
Hmm.
It's in America. Basically, it just goes coast to coast the whole time.
Yeah.
That's all it does, just go coast to coast. So it never stops.
Can you imagine doing that in a car these days?
I think you probably actually enjoy it more in something like a Volvo P800 than a modern car.
Yeah, modern cars, I don't think a modern car will be able to cope with it.
Well, that's what. But also,
I reckon the electronics will fry before anything.
see, the wife doesn't understand when I say this, but a car has something about it.
Mm.
Like my Audi A4 I had, I didn't like it at all. I hated it with a passion.
Mm.
Now, there was absolutely nothing wrong with it, in the slightest.
I heard that.
But do you know what I mean? But there was nothing about it.
Yeah.
The Volvo I bought, I didn't even want to drive it. I bought it because it had the engine I wanted.
Mm.
That was to go on my truck. And the Audi I'd killed. But so I thought, right, this has the engine I want. I'll just take the replace the Audi with it.
Mm.
And then when I'm done with it, I'll strip it down for parts. Again, maybe sell the shell or whatever.
Yeah.
I drove it for a week. And at that point, I decided it was another project car.
You can
It's
have
the
like, your
only
own fucking
car
garage
I
in a
have
minute.
ever driven that I enjoy driving.
Yeah, it's like, I know it's my first car and everything, but I really do love this. It's like, really like it. It's a brilliant car. But I keep, when I go to the dealership, I'm always looking at like the L200s and that, and the Outlanders. What's that new one called? It's like a mix between the ASX and an Outlander. Is it Eclipse? Eclipse? Something like that. I like that one. Looks nice.
This may sound odd, but before you think about buying a new Mitsubishi, think about joining Basque.
I don't buy my cars. I lease them.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying though.
Was it Bath?
Basque is like it's a British Association of Shooting Club. Basically, it's the UK union kind of idea for shooting club.
The NRA. The British equivalent of the NRA.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is like your insurance, legal advice. They do events for young kids, things like that.
Mm.
Max will be a member as well.
Oh.
Do you know that magazine me and him were on about? That was what it was for. It was part of Basque. Well,
Right.
there's a reason though.
Why? They give you tips on cars.
No,
What?
Basque members can get 20% off certain cars.
Alright.
Mitsubishi is one of them.
I'll have to look at that.
So if you're not like Maxwell, who has a farm or a business where you can't
They're rolling
claim your
in
VAT
money.
back.
Yeah.
Well, no. If your business, you claim your VAT back. But what is VAT?
No, it's the tax in it.
Well, no,
On
but
top.
it's 20%.
Yeah.
So businesses get the 20% off because they claim it back with VAT, but non-farmers or business owners can't. Whereas if you with things like that, you get in Basque, you get your 20% off through them. So therefore, it's off you. Because what will probably happen is they'll probably claim the VAT back on them. Like they'll claim it back.
Yeah.
So your membership pays for the paperwork for them, because they'll probably claim the invoice for themselves because you're a member with them.
Yeah.
They could there's probably some way around it, so they'll claim the 20% back.
Yeah.
So they're probably making shitloads off of it. But you know they won't, because it'll be knocked off the price of the vehicle
Yeah.
for you. So yeah, they probably be making shitloads of money off of it because they'll be claiming the VAT back. But at the same time, you're getting it knocked off. So you don't really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your £80 a year has now given you 20% off a vehicle.
It's not bad.
That's worth an 80 quid, isn't it? I don't care if they claim the money back. I don't care. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
still get a car cheaper.
So really, they'd be better off because they're claiming 20% of a vehicle they're not buying.
Yeah.
So they're earning God knows how many thousands off of it.
Yeah.
You're not giving a shit because you have no way of doing that before anyway.
Hmm.
So you're saving the 20%,
Yeah.
and it only costs you 80 quid.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I did. One of the, when I was looking at it, I was like, you can even do it with a Maserati if you want. Because everyone needs a Maserati. You get your usual utilitarian pickup vehicle.
As long as it's not Elon Musk's truck.
That was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, it has to have been.
Well, have you not seen the other video of them actually behind the scenes throwing that that metal ball at the windows and they don't break?
No, what he said before we did this was doing it and there wasn't any issue, and then the one time we come to show it off and there's this issue.
Mm.
It's probably because he didn't change the
Is it-
glass and he put too much stress on it.
Well, that is the only thing that could happen. But the video that I seen only shows them doing it with the front window. They didn't do it with the back.
Hmm.
So it seems a bit odd to me. I wonder if they've done it and they maybe changed the window.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They might have changed the window to make sure it's still good
Hmm.
and regretted it.
That I forgot to change it.
Yeah, one of the two. Or the fact that it didn't go through is still an achievement itself.
Hmm.
Because that is a fair old hit.
Mm-hmm.
But before they got round to the Kardashians, they had a quick chat about the royal family.
Do you think the Queen watches this show? Coming from the terrible language and nudity about it, I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility that some member of the royal family watches it. Wills are watching it. It's a big show in the UK. I wonder if
Oh, you fell.
Yes. I've only just
You
filled
could
up
have told
then.
me.
I saw you, so I'd only just filled up, so I was waiting for you to stop.
You're gonna do that. I might go and this should fill the last of my trailer up. So.
There you go.
Oh, at least it's not at the other end of the fucking map this time.
That's just down the road a little bit.
It's just the other side of the map.
Oh, yeah. There's a little wooden bridge.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the biogas plant. That's the one I was going over before, but it's just the fact it's still the other side of the map. I think I may have left this a bit late. This thing's 50% fill, and I don't know how much I'm actually going to get in my trailer.
It's alright. Should be able to hold it all.
Yeah, but it means I only get half the amount of time to get to the hill point and back.
You should be able to do it.
I'm getting most of it. Got most of it. my Shogun isn't standard anymore.
Been playing with it now, have you?
Well, it cost me 800 quid. With a brand new MOT the day before.
That's alright then.
And the guy drove it from Newcastle to Glasgow for me. And I drove from, when me and my mate drove down to Glasgow, picked it up and took it back. The tyres nearly cost the same as it did.
Jeez. So thankful I've got all those overheads covered.
Well now, when I bought them, they're actually cheaper than standard size BFG all-terrains.
Hmm?
Yeah, they were £128 a tyre. For 35-inch high, 12.5 inches wide with a 15-inch rim.
That's not too bad.
They had more rubber on the sidewall than I did rim. 2-inch suspension left, 2-inch body left, and a Mark II gearbox, rear axle, custom made prop shafts, 52-inch light bar on the roof, curved of course, couple on the rear, UCB aerial stand, yeah, that's your standard,
Yeah.
120 psi air horns.
Fucking hell.
The compressor on it was kind of like the have you ever seen a guy called David Banks? He has a stripped out Golf Mark IV diesel.
Possibly.
And he goes to like the proper like stance shows, Clean Fest and all of them. Have you ever seen a guy called David Banks? His number plate's D4BNX.
Probably. Can't recall them.
Well,
So.
he's just down the road from me. They reckon it's one of the most stripped out engine bays on a Mark IV diesel Golf ever made. But he runs air suspension on it. Well, he had these 2 air compressors on it for suspension. But he tore it out because he decided he was going to redo it. He was stripping his car back to bare shell and starting again because that's what he likes doing. His like perfection is not good enough to him. But well, he sold them. Well, I bought one of the compressors off him for the air suspension, which is good for 220 psi.
Yeah.
Grabbed an old fire extinguisher from the stump as an air tank. Screwed it in. Went to the local agri dealer. Got a whole bunch of fittings to home make a system. eBay pressure switch. 3/4 inch air hose for minimum disruption, shall we say, between the tank and the air horn. With a set of twin tone trumpets. Basically I spent 300 quid to get an air horn.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that.
Homemade, of course.
If I had a truck, I probably would, but I don't, so.
Today, all cursed celebrities will be eating rice and beans. However, you will all face a series of
But yeah, that's what I used to run. That was my daily driver.
I will give each of you an opportunity to free yourselves from the curse.
And then I had to park it up when the engines were giving me bother. Because I dicked around with it so much, I screwed the gear in. And it was causing issue. Well, it didn't help the engine I put in was at a farm truck. Sat for 2 years.
Yeah, probably won't help.
But it was just gutless anyway, so I thought, hell, I'll put a 6-cylinder in. Which is why I bought the Volvo, because it had the 6-cylinder I wanted. But it's only 120 horse, whereas the one that was in it was 85. But same torque figures, but again, just being a 6-cylinder, it's that much smoother. But since having it in the Volvo, where she's fit to do 100 mile an hour, being shaped like a brick, it's why I got that big turbo in that, you see, because again, a little bit of fettling and she'll be more than fit to run the truck.
Yeah.
And then I will have, but I need to get it put in. I need to get I now have 3 of those engines anyway. So I need to get it off to the guy to get it converted. But I need to get the Volvo fixed first before I can convert that one. I'm massively short of shed space.
Gonna need a new shed soon.
Well, I said that when I didn't have one, and then I said I got one, and it was fell instantly, and that's before I even got a car on it.
Within the town.
Now first, you have to bring yourself from the shackle using the 10 keys to the ladder. Only one of those keys will undo the
Well, you know what they say.
You need to unlock the 4 combination padlocks.
When you're ever doing a shed, figure out what you need,
Yeah.
double it, and you still won't have a big enough shed.
Nope.
One guy put up a 60 by 80 shed. Put a pet in it again. He doesn't have any. He has 3 cars,
Mm.
and he put up a 60 foot by 80 foot shed, and it's not big enough. Because
Cool.
once he had a 60 foot by 80 foot shed, then of course he had a forklift coming home, and, and then he had a pet, and then he
Make it more and more.
well, yeah, the more space you have, the more stuff you buy, because you can fit it in.
Hmm.
I can't get under that.
Get under what?
Big other combine.
Ah.
Oh, you're not in the tractor, alright.
No. I'll jump back in the combine.
I never noticed. And then I would like, because I've always got one project that's never going to happen, again, I'm always that far ahead thinking that I always have a project that'll likely never happen.
It's better than having nothing going on.
Well, exactly. I always have something to do, not do, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Something I'll never have the time to get around to. While I sit here playing Farming Simulator.
Yep.
Because that's what I got the shed to, because I would like to get that back on the road. Like the shed itself.
Yeah.
But
Shed on
take the back
wheels.
clean off it. Nice flat deck on it. Set of ramps for the back. 2 massive chrome stacks up the back of the cab.
Yep.
7.5 V8 straight pipe straight out the roof.
Run it rich as well, so you get some nice plumes coming from it.
It's petrol.
Yeah.
It's a, did you
can
not
run it-
hear
you can
anything I
run-
said?
you can run it.
7.5 litre petrol V8 American.
Yeah.
It runs rich before you even turn the key. It's already over fueling just thinking about turning the fuel pump on. The Americans say it's bad on fuel.
Oh, gee.
It
Oh, no.
averages 8 miles to the gallon. I don't think I need to run it rich.
Yeah, I would. Just for lols.
Because at £1.40 a litre, well, nearly, I think 138, I think. Is it 138 litre?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't think I will be. It's EFI anyway. Although it does have a bit for a dizzy, so yeah, I could carb it if I really felt like just wasting money needlessly. Well, it's quite funny because you can like the new Fords, the EcoBoosts.
Yeah.
It's like the little 1 litres, you can get 140 horse out of them.
It's not, it's just like EcoBoost, but all it is regenerative braking, so what is?
Yeah, but it's 140 horse out of a 1 litre.
Hmm.
But guess what many horses is in my 7.5?
385.
245.
Cool.
245. from a 7.5 litre Ford.
Jeez.
If that was today's standard, even by a low standard Fiesta, it should be 750.
Mm.
With the same technology, that should be 750 litre horse. Although saying that, when I sunk my toe the first time, it did nearly lift the front of it off the ground. Because it hadn't been driven in about 6 years. I was sitting there and the throttle was sticky. Now, I probably shouldn't have been driving down the main road, but anyway.
Yeah.
Went up to give it a bit of throttle on because it was a bit sticky, bit more pressure, and it just hit the floor. Well, the whole front end just lifted, it started to come up. When I pulled my foot off the throttle, the damn thing stalled. Because it's like 6-year-old fuel in it.
No. I think once
What
this
I carry,
work is done.
The torque in it was unbelievable. Couldn't be. It was just that. What the fuck?
You can get some fat wheels on it.
It's 8 meters long.
Yeah, put some
The
big fat wheels on
wheelbase
the
on
back
it
of it.
is, well, it's Julie's. It's got the twins.
Yeah.
But it's 6 meter wheelbase on it.
Mm.
All the weight's at the front now after what I've done, and it's still tried lifting the front up.
You know. Yeah, once that
I
work
don't
is
want
done,
to
I think
know.
I'm gonna jump game and go on a different game for half hour.
Alright.
But I'm off in half an hour anyway, so I'm gonna play in DayZ before I come off. I've just done a wipe on it, and I need to run somewhere. Oh. Way the hell. They wrote download last
fuck
year,
me,
I
that's
think it was.
10:30.
Yep.
I never noticed it's half 10. I should be off this for a while ago. I'm really screwing with this walker.
Yeah, I can tell.
I don't think I'm good enough for this yet.
Yeah. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh, there you go. And keep it straight.
It's also knowing how fast it... I've made a balls of it. I've gone too far now. Spin it round and drive back down. I want to see if I can drive it down the field. Underneath it. I want to unload on the move, but...
What, 32 litres?
Yes. But
Yeah,
I want
that
it...
should make it a bit easier for you.
Oh, where am I going? Oh, wait. I'm gonna go that way. Hey. Why am I having so many problems with this?
I don't know.
This shouldn't be hard. I've done it before. That is a terrible idea. I think it's because if it's so short. If it's like a big one, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah. Oh. It's a mystery man. Who's this? It's a coffee
Good
Mickey.
time we're all about to leave.
I know.
Evening.
Just joined. You've
Hello.
just joined, we're all gonna leave.
Yeah, I'm about to jump on DayZ for half hour.
I'm about to get off.
I'm not joining Farmer, I just joined the party.
Oh.
He wants to be famous, you see. He's trying to steal our thunder.
I know.
About what?
We're live streaming this.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
How many tractors he put in his barn?
I haven't put any.
Yeah.
I've put a couple into some barriers, but I haven't put any into...
It's alright, Chopper, you're a favourite anyway.
Oh yeah.
You've got your own tractor and stuff. Me and Jason came on with
Oh,
us.
here we
I had a
go.
tractor and nothing.
Here we go.
Yeah, but the reason I have my own tractor was because it was the first tractor to pull the seeder that I spent hours seeding
Yeah,
in.
but still not the point.
You mean because I got the cheapest tractor in the game?
Cheek to ask for help and then not even providing a tractor for us.
Cheat. I never said I've asked for help, I'll have you know. I said you're more than welcome to come and help.
It's shocking.
I helped build this farm. I have my own farm in this map.
Is that how the map's all over the place, yeah?
Well, no, it's just why there's a second one, and it's why he lost the contract. I was on the wrong farm when I tipped all the seed into the...
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh wait, so you had your own farm and your own even more favouritism now.
Well, what was happened was, because there wasn't much to do when we were waiting,
Yeah.
because I had the seeder, I went on my own farm with a contract, so we could run 2 contracts at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So while he was harvesting, I was seeding. He was doing harvesting contracts, I was doing seeding contracts.
Yeah.
That's why there was 2 farms. It was pure. Oh shit! I went past the bridge. It was so we could earn more money, and I spent about 4 hours solid on the seeder.
Yeah, it was a whole stream.
Yeah, a whole stream I spent on a seeder.
We're going back and forth, back and forth.
And that was the second. That was the second stream where I was doing it. The first one was the same. That's why I'm favoritism, because I've earned my money.
Oh, sorry about that.
So you're admitting there's favouritism. That's all I needed.
Yeah,
Jason will be informed.
Well, he's more than welcome to use my tractor. You just have to know that he's using my tractor. You know what I mean? He hasn't got his own tractor, he's having to use my one. I mean, Babbo doesn't even have a bigger tractor as me because he couldn't afford it. Because I spent all the money on my one.
Yeah. It's alright. I've got the same tractor. I'll put I'll put the favourite on. I'm pretty sure I'll put the favourite on. Favourite. But you've already brought your tractor now.
Yeah, well I only bought this one because of power. Again, it's 250, so it can run the seeder.
Not done bad, what? All these purple fields are all the fields that we've harvested. So 1, 6, 13, 15, 18, 19, 20, 25, 33, 34.
I've earned your monies.
Yay! And there's another harvesting for 10,000, but I'm calling it quits for today. Another
So I just earned
9,000.
Yeah, there's another 20 something thousand.
Yep.
Well, I'll keep making my way home until you turn it off.
Yeah. Oh, someone's turned on, but I don't know what. It's that one. Right, let's save up and then I'm going to jump on Daisy for an half hour or so. Double save.
I haven't seen bloody Waves in a while.
Seen who?
Waves.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him for a bit either.
Floaty boaty man.
God knows what he's been up to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. he might get it. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream now, so bye stream. And then ends one.